Hey you, it's Jess here. We're doing a plan with me for last week from the 28th of March to the 3rd of April. And this is the kit I'm using, the December 2021 mystery from Scribble Prints Co. It's just a fun, glam, relaxation kit. Although I got 2 customs done this week, so it wasn't like full relaxation. But on Sunday I did do a hair mask, so I did a little bit. But yeah, this is what the kit we're going to be using. It is a mystery format, so we got tons of extra pages, which is great. I really enjoyed using the actual boxes. And I'm using these are some hollow pieces first from Scribble Prints Co. Some little deco pieces, some confetti, micro confetti, glitter headers, and then this stroke boxes with the tall and the double. And then I'm going to be using the, I don't know why I turned it upside down. Or I had the right way up. I don't know. Anyway, I get confused between the Scribble Prints Co. and the Caress Press foil bundles because they're opposite ways. Anyway, with their logos. This is a lavender hollow luxe design foil bundle from SPC. Because I don't have any of those extras in lavender hollow, I just like to bring in normal hollow, and I don't mind mixing those two. So I will use some hollow scripts as well as some scripts from the bundle. But I decided to bring in the confetti headers and the stroke boxes, both for the toolbox I'm going to put in the sidebar, but also to sort of break up the luxe pattern a little so it's not all over the headers. And I think the micro confetti especially looks beautiful over the navy headers. Ugh, gorgeous. So here I am trying to choose all my boxes and what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, my usual base stuff. So I wanted just to go in because I know I previously talked about having a rough time about the war in Ukraine, and this past week of the plan with me, a lot of obviously they've been pulling back from Kyiv, which is great, but also there's been a lot of incredibly upsetting information coming out of those cities that have been retaken by Ukraine. And I know it's like the news has been extremely hard in terms of that, but yeah. So I've definitely been I'm kind of swinging between being heartbroken but also being extremely angry that this still happens. And this doesn't just happen in Europe. It happened in Syria. It happened in many other places. Constantly, like Yemen is still this way. So obviously, it's hard to care about everything at once, even though deep down we do care about everything at once, right? But yeah, it has been a very upsetting news recently. And just to say that it's okay to take a break, it's okay to step back, and it's okay to just not look at those images. Those images are important to have out there, and especially for people who they don't care, I guess, or they're on the other side. It is important for those things to be out there, but it's also okay to not take that in, turn the news off, and just take a break for as long as you need, because you need to care about yourself as well. And otherwise, it gets scary, it gets confusing, it gets frustrating because it feels very hopeless, and you wish you could help more. Obviously, there's always donating your time and money to various organizations, but otherwise it's a waiting game for most of us, and just hope that everything will be okay. There's also joining, hopefully, protests and getting your government to do more, but there's only so much that can be done by ourselves personally, and that is okay. We should still live our own lives while still caring about what happens to others. So I just wanted to mention that. I know I've been struggling with it on and off, just especially Sunday. I just felt like screaming. Just that Broad City gif that goes around where she's just screaming on the street. That feels like me most of this week with all this news coming out. I mean, there's also good things coming out, but also terrible, horrible events. So it's important to know, but it's also important that we are just one person ourselves, and there's only so much we can do, and that is okay, because we're just a normal, ordinary person. But I'm hoping you're looking after yourself, and you're feeling okay, but know that you're not alone if you are feeling upset or angry. I'm totally there with you, and we just have to wait it out and see what happens, and do our best from our own limitations of what we can do ourselves, unless we're a politician or something, So I was actually listening to the Green Knight soundtrack while planning this. I love it. It's like, it uses actual medieval songs. So this is the O Nightingale song, which is O Nightingale in Middle English, which I actually did a course on in my uni on Middle English, and one of our exams was reading out Chaucer in the Middle English pronunciation. So that's cool to hear it in music, and I love that soundtrack. It's actually really calming. I don't know, because it's not a very super crazy over the top medieval film. It's a lot more introspective and filled with this sort of magic. But anyway, I was listening to that, and in sidebar I put in that a busy work week, and I did take off doing the first custom and for March, and then I didn't take off custom 2 when I planned this, but I finished it on Sunday night after planning this. So I got 2 customs done this week. I was very happy with myself. And then I did plan out some future sets. So yeah, and of course we're going to start off the week with the usual Coffee Monday. This is a holo one from Letters to Apollo. And I was looking through my coffees, what kind of coffee do I want to use for this kind of kit? And I decided on this pretty, this cute little iced coffee doodle from Scribble Prints Co. I just thought it was very chill. And then I had a sticker haul go up on Monday. It was an hour long, so if you didn't watch it, go ahead and watch that. I go through a bunch of my art, and also a bunch of all the shops that I've been buying from. And then we had I just marked that I was listening to The Way of Kings, the Brandon Sanderson, the first book in the Stormlight archive. I listened to that all week. It's a very long book. It's 47 hours long. And after the end of, I don't know how I started this fast start of the week, but Sunday night I have 18 hours left, so I'm getting through the book. It's been really good though. It's definitely an epic fantasy, and Kaladin, Zeth, and Dalinar are all my babies, so don't hurt them, please. I love them. I don't know if liking Dalinar is a weird thing. I don't know if he's supposed to be liked, but I like Dalinar. But anyway, if you know, you know. And then we had Indian canterbury for dinner, because we just felt like, I just felt like some butter chicken that night. And then I put in the Switch because I played Kirby the Forgotten Land, which I played a little bit, but then you'll see it got dropped off by the end of the week because we got sucked into playing more Elden Ring. And then I did finish up that custom on Monday night, and I sent the files. And I really love those iPads from Papershire. They look really cute. And then that new laptop from SPC, which I just adore. And I'm just using the work scripts from the Lavender Hollow bundle for this week, because draw and work, it's the same thing, isn't it? So now on Tuesday, I'm going to be putting across that small piece of washi the payday. I just like to mark paydays. It's always Tuesday, but it's like Coffee Monday and payday. I always mark every week because I don't know. It's just something that I do, and I like doing them. If you've got a planner ritual, or is it a ritual? Is it just? It's a planner thing that you just do every single week. Let me know what it is down below, because that's always fun. Like something you always have to put in, even if it's a memory planner. Like Coffee Monday and payday, it has to be put in. I mean, I have a coffee every morning, but and then we had Heidi's cat food delivery that day, and I love that cat food bag from Whimsical Cat Studio. It's just so cute. And then I used the new Xbox controller from SPC to mark Elden Ring because we're playing on the Xbox, and I do say we. I've had this really big problem of saying like we as we're playing, because technically Locke is the one playing, but I'm basically Locke plays and I have the laptop open with all the dungeon guides and all like the where to get map fragments and where to get sites of grace, and I'm sort of like guiding us through the game. So in that sense, we are playing together, and we don't play too much of it separately. So, like, Locke doesn't play it that much by themselves. They usually play it with me, being like dungeon master. And I played some Kirby myself, and then the groceries were delivered because we like to get delivery groceries. And I listened to Way of Kings that night. I like to listen to it. Either I listen to it while I'm drawing, which is really good for me, or I listen to it as I'm going to bed. Like I'm lying in the dark with my eyes closed, listening to my book. It does keep me awake though, but luckily I use my AirPods to listen, so they run out of power at about the 3-hour mark, and so then I'm like, all right, it's time to stop. So it's a good way to limit yourself with how much you're reading at a time, if you want to do such a thing. But the good news is that they charge really fast, so in like 20 minutes you're back in the game if you want to just keep reading, which I have done. I did that on Sunday night, but I was really enjoying my book. And then Wednesday, a plan with me went up, and I walked down to, well actually this time I took the tram to the post office. Usually I walk that whole distance, but I wasn't really feeling it this day. And I was picking up a box from both my dad and what my next thing that I marked was I'm in a book. So I had a academic paper published in a collected volume. So I'm chapter 7 in this book, and I went to go pick up the book and Dad's package to me. So I decided to take the tram this time, and it was really chill. And I also saw, when I was waiting the train stop, there was this bird hopping about, and he was getting up real close to me. I took a photo because I'd never seen a bird like that before. And I looked it up, and he's a European or Eurasian jackdaw, which we don't have jackdaws in Australia. So it's fun to see different kinds of birds. It's kind of weird when you move countries and move like to the other side of the world, even more, like there's completely different bugs and birds and even seagulls that look different to Australian seagulls. It's so weird. But I picked those up, and then I wrote in that yay, I'm in a book because I am published. And then we got Macca's afterwards because I was tired from being out and about. And then we played Elden Ring, and then I played some Kirby, and then read my book The Way of Kings. It's a very simple week this week. I mostly like worked, and we played a lot of Elden Ring. I think it was Saturday we beat Godric the Grafted, and we also beat Margit before that during this week. So we did like 2 of the really big bosses, early bosses, and then we just went around on Sunday and did some level farming in this one area. So like if characters are fighting each other and they die, you still get the runes from it, like to level up. So there's this farming area where these dudes are fighting these huge dogs just over and over again. So you just farm, you just sit there and watch them fight, and then you get the leveling experience. It's hilarious. But and then we also went around and completed all the dungeons in the opening areas. So that's been fun. We've never played a Soulsborne game before, so Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne. It was never really our thing. We did watch playthroughs of them, but this is the first time playing this kind of game from Software, and it's interesting. It's interesting. we've gotten good, I guess. I never really liked the culture around it, so, but we've been really enjoying Elden Ring. Although it was like, the story was outlined by George R.R. Martin, but so much stuff could have been from Brandon Sanderson. Like, there are shard bearers, and I actually saw a thing where I got to a part in the Way of Kings where they mentioned that the Fallen Radiants were called the Tarnished, and I was like, excuse me? There's so much stuff that could have been Brando Sando in that thing, so I don't know. I was like, really? And I know Brando Sanders playing this game too, and he's probably like, oh my god. Anyway, that's just my little opinion there. I'm just having some thoughts about that. But Thursday. I spent most of the day watching Heidi because she was being really weird. I think she had like a sore stomach or something because she just couldn't get comfortable. She was lying on different places, and I got her to lie on the couch with me. But like every 30 seconds she was switching up her position, and she kept rolling onto her back and getting her belly out. And flip-flopping a lot, and I don't know what was up with her, but I was trying to like make sure she wasn't in pain or stressed or but the next day she was perfectly fine, so maybe she just had an upset stomach, you know. But I was watching her most of the day just to keep an eye on her. And we got cupcakes from Blondie Bakes, and I just put in TV time because I kind of just sat around watching YouTube while looking after Heidi. Because, you know, you get worried about your fur babies, and it's hard because they can't tell you if something is wrong. You just kind of have to watch. But luckily the vet that she goes to is now literally next door in the building next door to us, so if anything ever happens we can quickly get her there. And then I just marked cooking dinner. What did we cook dinner that night? I can't remember now. I think it was a pasta or something. Oh no, it was a bean and chorizo dish from Brazil, I believe, but I can't remember what it's called. You might know, but let me know in the comments. And then we played Elden Ring, and I listened to The Way of Kings. Then Friday, I'd had my like 3-day little weekend there, so I go back to work over this weekend. Kind of setting my own hours here. But I had my plan with me for my monthly plan with me. Go live on Friday. Oh, I need to breathe. Ooh. Sorry. I'm sitting on the bed, I'm all squished over. But I did a budget check-in because there's a script by Ice Cream Joe and that girl Stickers from Whimsical Cat. I set up the April budget and got us started on that. Played some Elden Ring. Oh, and then we started we binge watched the show Our Flag Means Death, which, if you enjoy pirates, if you enjoyed What We Do in the Shadows, it's the same actors anyway. And if you enjoy like pirate rom-com and like gay pirates, then you'll enjoy Our Flag Means Death. It's really cute. We love Rhys Darby, so of course we had to watch it because of him. He just makes me laugh so much, and I love him as a gentleman pirate. And did you know that his character Steed, what's his last name? Anyway, Steed, he is real. Like, the gentleman pirate was a real guy during the pirate era, and then he actually did join up with Blackbeard, and they hung out a lot on the same ship. Because there's also Blackbeard in the show. So it's based on kind of real events. Like, he was a gentleman pirate, and he skipped out on his wife and kids. And he was like a rich dude who decided to be a pirate, like in real life. So I thought that was hilarious. And I only found out because I looked up, like, what kind of name is Steed? And that actually was his name. But I was like, that's hilarious. It's a true thing. But I used these Disney maps from the Color of the Week bundles from SPC because that's the closest thing I could think of as a piratey sticker that wasn't just a TV sticker, right? So I thought those maps worked, and it's like a pirate map almost, a treasure map, but I think it worked out. So we binge watched that over those 2 days. It's not very long, and it's on HBO Max. And it's a romantic comedy, so with pirates. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And then, I had work. I started on that next custom and I was listening to my book. Then Saturday we made eggs and bacon, and that's a sticker from the Bare Necessities Sticker Co. And played a bunch of Elden Ring, and then binge watched the rest of that show. And then I think I put in cooking dinner again. What did I cook this night? What was it? Oh, we cooked borscht. That's what we cooked. Ukrainian borscht. Delicious. It was really good. We were using the this meal pack app that creates like 3 dinners for you. So that's what we've been cooking over the week, is like an international pack. So like the Brazilian bean and chorizo dish, and then we had the borscht. And then Sunday night we cooked. It was actually Swedish meatballs, which we just like didn't buy all the things it wanted us to get for that dish, and we just picked up the Finnish meatball stuff here because Finns also love meatballs. So you can get like pre-made meatballs, and then we made mashed potatoes and peas, and then we put lingonberry jam and that creamy gravy with it. Delicious. But we have all these kind of things like already around, so I didn't really have to follow the recipe at all from the app, so that was nice. And then obviously I did more work and I listened to my book. Basically what I found is that I'm working really well in the period between like 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So as soon as Locke goes to bed, I just get my book on and I get my iPad out and I work. And it's been really good. But it takes about 3 nights because I do scenes one night, people the next night, and then finish up the set the third night. So that's been working out for me. It did for this week anyway. So Sunday we played a butt ton of Elden Ring. I did some laundry. I actually did the whole entire bed and remade the bed. And then I had a nice long shower with my hair mask and going to bed. All clean in my clean bed. Ugh, is there anything better? That's just so good. And then we had Taco Bell for lunch. So I used the Taco Bell sticker from SBC and the script as well. Because why not? And obviously, well, Taco Bell, it's not 100% the same as America, but I get the Crunchwrap Supreme and the crispy chicken on the side because it's like KFC chicken. It's so good. And there's KFC in Finland now, but not in our area, which sucks. There's only like 3 of them, so hopefully one day there will be one in our delivery area because I miss KFC, but oh well. And then I did all my filming that I like to get done, and then that night I listened to my book and I finished up the set. I didn't put in send files because I wasn't 100% sure at this time if I was going to finish the set, but I did. So that was my week, and it's been pretty chill. I didn't put in as much of my like reading the news and being angry and upset. I just try to stick to the facts. No, not the facts, because I also did that, but the basics. Just simply like, this is what I got done. And I think it looks beautiful, and I love these doodles from SBC and just using all the colors of them. It worked out great. But that is everything left of the kit. I used up like all the fancy labels and things. But if you like this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more each week. Keep safe and healthy, and I'm thinking of you and I love you, and we're just going to stick together in all this. I love you. Bye.